It is September 19th, 2021, and I will be starting this podcast off with a shout out to Yeah Chloe on TikTok. It's Yeah Yeah Chloe CHL. I think that's a zero, then an E. Be an interesting rap name. Hi, Yeah Chloe. Thank you for being supportive and being consistent. And I do notice that when you comment on the TikToks and you want me to come to England, I'm pretty sure I've had some sort of conversation with you on Omegle when I was doing the Omegle advertising, because there's no other reason for anyone from England to be like, yeah, you should come on over across the pond. Is that what they say? Across the pond, across the river, just around the riverbed. It's a Native American reference. Not Native American. That's Disney's interpretation of Native Americans. Either way, yeah, Chloe, hi. Thank you for wanting me to come out to England to perform. I would love to do it. And if you listen to the podcast, you know what my living situation is, and I hope you're picking up on how long this is gonna take. But I just figured I'd acknowledge your appreciation for all of this, and thanks for sticking around. I hope you stick with me until I am able to make it to England. I hope this doesn't get boring to you. I hope that you don't listen every week and think to yourself, "God damn, this guy's taking a very, very long time to be successful in this," which I guess lends itself a good segue transition into one of the things I've been working on, and that is really just trying to slow down and enjoy this little process. After being out, like I think I had this momentum going in the move out here, so that when I got out here, the momentum kept going, and I was pushing, I was going, I was running, and now I'm recognized in a good deal of mics, and I'm settled into the point where I know how to use public transit. I kind of know where things are for the most part. My job, I've been working in my job consistently now, so my bills are getting paid or whatever. Now that everything's slowed down, it's clicking like, okay, I'm here now, and this is gonna take a long time. I met this comic, Brandon, early on. I think I talked about him a little bit. And he was saying, like, when I first met him, he was like, yeah, man, it's going to take you about 2 years before people like you or give a shit about you. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, maybe for you. Like, in my head, I was like, I'm likable. I'm a charismatic dude. Finger guns. But no, he's probably right. If anything, it might take me longer because I realize I'm so introverted. I'll talk to people, and then I'll just go hide in the corner and listen and play with my little fidget cube that I just bought and listen to music. It's gonna take a very long time to get real momentum going. Get momentum that's not artificial or momentum that was created out of survival from trying to escape Riverside. And I'm working on it. I I'm making like an active decision to think about when I'm thinking about the future too much, or I'm dwelling on some nonsense in the past. Just trying to take my deep breaths and live in the moment. I think it's at a place now where I think I can confidently say, like, all right, my mental health is now in my hands. I think pre-pandemic and pre-quarantine or whatever, I would give myself a good deal of reprieve for not being present, for nonsense, for not being healthy, because I was never given the opportunity or given the environment to explore how to be a reasonable, healthy, happier person. There's just too much nonsense, too much smog of people's bullshit around me for me to be able to do that. But I guess similarly, when when quarantine happened and nobody was driving around and the earth got to breathe for a second, I feel like for literally thousands of years, human beings have just been smoking Marlboro cigarettes in the Earth's face, and we just stopped for a couple months, and the Earth was like, maybe this lung cancer is gonna go away. But it is not. We're back. We're back at it. We got another pack. We got a whole goddamn carton at this point. But having that time to have the smog or the smoke clear or whatever. What? It's a cat video? She's enjoying a cat. Oh, we're not together anymore. We're just friends. It's all good. We have a 2-bedroom apartment and we're still good. She's enjoying her cat videos on TikTok. um, oh yeah, please send me the cat videos. Um, that's the cat video. That was fast. You were efficient with it. Yeah, so I will no longer be referring to my roommate as my girlfriend. She is now my roommate and friend. And she smiled and looked super happy about that, which is insulting. Yeah. hmm Yeah, I say so. Um, I'm gonna continue. Mental health. Yeah. Now for it's like there's no excuse now. Now I can't be mad at my mom. I can't be mad at Riverside. I can't be mad at uh anybody. Like it's up to me now because I'm out here and I did the thing to escape and here we are. So I'm trying to like take responsibility, man. That's the voice of a man who has a lot of responsibility. Responsibility, brother. So yeah, I'm trying to like this podcast says, enjoy the journey. And again, yeah, Chloe from TikTok. Thank you for you really like it means a lot. And Gus, if you're still listening, it means a lot. This is gonna take a long time. And any sort of support along the way is what I need. It helps me. It's man, the moral of this is about trust and community. It's me trusting you to eventually give me money to perform for you, and it's a community of people that worship me. That's all I need. I just need everyone to sit down in my show, and everybody gets their own little cup of Kool-Aid. It's gonna be blue Kool-Aid. I like to change it up. Got to be different with your cult suicide jokes. No, I don't. Just stick with me. Just stick with me, and I think in the future it'll be cool. But it was not about the future, man. It's about now. It's about the present. Speaking of that, of community and trust and shit, I'd finished Dragon Ball Super. I binged the shit out of it because I don't have friends out here, and it's very easy to binge anime when you don't have friends. And it was awesome. That show, it amazes me how they're able to find new ways to draw awesome. It's just awesome and amazing all on it's just colors and screaming. It's like 80% of that show is people screaming and colors moving around, and I'm enthralled with it by every fucking moment. And there's you never watched Dragon Ball Super. It's actually kind of hard to. It's a really long show. And when anime people, whoever's listening to this, an anime person, when you try to describe anime and you immediately realize how fucking insane anime is? Strap in, get ready. Here's Dragon Ball Super as told by Aaron Chase. Okay. A destroyer god, we're off to the races. A destroyer god named Beerus and his angel companion, his very metrosexual angel companion Whis, wake up from a 40-year slumber. And he has a vision that he's going to meet a Super Saiyan that is like beyond, or a Saiyan that is beyond all Saiyans, or like a warrior beyond all warriors. And who does he look for? Obviously, is Goku. And Goku's farming or something. I'm not gonna. This is already. I'm bailing. I know they say never abandon the bit, but the whole goddamn podcast will me be breaking down each little moment of Dragon Ball Super, and that'd be fucking ridiculous. Basically, it ends with this tournament, the Tournament of Power, where all 12 universes, I think they take out two, have to fight for their literal universal survival. And if they lose, then their universe gets snapped from existence, Thanos style, except if Thanos were two kindergarteners that wanted to watch people fight in a battle royale. That's the show. That really is what the show is. And it was awesome, man. Like the gods that the deities that are watching the tournament, that are controlling everything, are like, they're like little kids. And I'm pretty confident, I talked to Alec Damani about this, that they're like a metaphor for the audience, because they're just sitting there watching this bloodbath, and they're having a blast, and they have these cute little high pitched chipmunk voices, the little Alvin and the Chipmunks voices, and they have these big eyes and these round faces. They look like Japanese version of Disney cartoons, and it was just so much fun. And now I'm left with that awful hole, that TV show hole that happens when you finish and it wraps up, and it was satisfying. And you feel like you've accomplished something, even though you've been sitting watching other people be buff and strong and do amazing shit. And I need to find something new to watch now, but it's going to be tough to fill that Dragon Ball Super hole. But I'll figure it out. The skateboard is supposed to be coming this Wednesday. Also, okay, this is going back to the being present. One of the things I'm learning to accept is the Buddhism shit is want and what is it? It's not living is pain. That's incredibly dark. That's not what Buddhism is. Not living is pain. Do you know what I'm talking about? To live is to suffer. Living is suffer. Want is suffer. What is it?
Yeah, to want is to suffer because you should be appreciating what you have in the moment. Like if you want something, it's in the future, and that's anxiety.
So what she said was to want is to suffer, and you just appreciate whatever you have in the moment. Essentially, it's the four noble truths. Hold on, four noble truths. Here it is. Okay, so here's the four noble truths. This is the philosophy of Buddhism. Their truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of the end of suffering, the truth of the path that leads to the end of suffering. Hold up. That's not. Damn it. I don't prepare. For this at all. Oh, here it is. Number 1, life has inevitable suffering. We can check that off the list. I think we can all agree that is the case, and there's a good goddamn deal of suffering. Number 2, there is a cause to our suffering. Good. We've established the problem. Now we've established that there is a problem. Now we established that there's a cause to the problem. Number 3, there is an end to suffering. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, guys. Grab that Kool-Aid, the blue one specifically. Don't touch the red one. The purple one's gross. Get the blue one. Number 4, the end of suffering is contained in the Eightfold Path. This is becoming a sermon. Okay. Eightfold Path. Eightfold Path. Oh, fuck. There it is. Okay. So it's the right view, the right intention, the right speech, the right action, the right livelihood, the right effort, right concentration, right mindfulness. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I don't know the details of it, and I refuse to shave my head. But with the skateboard thing, it's coming on Wednesday. I can't deny that I'm not excited. I can't deny that I don't. Every morning I look at the calendar, or I look at the little FedEx the little FedEx dot where that shows me that it's still in Pomona somehow. It's still in Pomona and it's supposed to be here on Wednesday. But I think what I've been doing is it's like a boomerang of a thought. So the boomerang comes to me and I catch it and it's like, okay, I'm thinking about the skateboard right now. And that's normal and that's natural. That is okay. All right, it's okay to have desires. There's nothing wrong with that. But instead of holding on to the boomerang, I then throw the boomerang, and I know eventually the boomerang will come back. But right now, I don't need to hold on to the boomerang. I acknowledge there's the boomerang. On Wednesday, I'll be getting the board. Let's throw the boomerang. And that's kind of how I've been trying to treat all of this. Like the loneliness will set in, obviously. And then I'll hold the loneliness boomerang. It's very, very cold and wet and slippery. And I throw the loneliness boomerang. Is the metaphor making any fucking sense, or do I just sound like a crazy person? Oh, yeah? Okay, cool. Makes sense then. My friend says it makes sense. Anyway. So yeah, I'm working on it. It's hard. You feel that? I caught the boomerang. Now I'm gonna throw the boomerang. I'm doing a podcast. I'm supposed to be entertaining you. Yeah, and it's fucking whew, hard sometimes. But what I have noticed. Okay, so I went down to the South Side mic again. That'll be my second time down there. A bunch of shit was going on, so I couldn't get down there consistently. When I go do those Southside mics, I don't feel good about myself, at least so far. I went down there and I got there early before everybody because of fucking course I did. I signed up second and it shit started like an hour or some change later because of course it did. And I'm sitting there waiting and the first guy goes up, or the host goes up, then he does his thing. Really funny. Like, I'll get into it. But he does his thing, then brings up first guy, and I was like, all right, I should be after the first guy. Then he brings up a lady, and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe he just forgot me. He'll go back and it'll be fine. He brings up another guy. He brings up another guy. And then I started to realize, like, oh, I'm not going to get called up. So when eventually he goes into the back area, and he's in the back talking to this other older gentleman, I go over, and I'm like, hey, man, I signed up second, just checking in on that. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll put you after such and such. So I go sit down, such and such goes up, and then gets off, and I'm like, okay, this is the moment. And by the way, if you've ever done stand-up comedy, obviously there are some times where you feel really comfortable and you're in the zone and you're not really that nervous, but there's a sense of anxiety before you get on stage. I think that's normal. And there's something so goddamn frustrating when you think you're about to get on stage and that anxiety peaks, and then someone else gets on stage and it's like it falls down and it peaks again, because now you have to wait another set to then get on stage. And so I'm going through this emotional roller coaster in my head, fucking around with my fidget spinner, trying to like stay calm and not irritated. And so he brings up that guy and then brings up a different guy. And it was the same guy. He was the same older gentleman he was talking to in the back, right? That guy gets on stage and immediately calls me out. And when I say calls me out, I don't mean he's like, that guy, Aaron Chase. He didn't know my name. And he's probably going to actively try not to remember my name, which is fine. He gets on stage and he's basically like, when I was coming, he's an older guy. When I was coming up, Bernie Mac would bump us and yada, yada. You got to respect the game and so on and so forth. Like very clearly, very clearly sending me personally a message. Then I go up after him. And my set was, in the beginning, it was real rough. And I pulled him in by the end. But it's hard. It's a hard mic, and they can feel. I'm working on material about this actually. They can just feel that I'm not from there, and they can feel that I'm not comfortable, and that's a big thing. And so I get off stage or whatever, and that dude who called me out comes over and he's like, "Hey man, good job. You need to do." I want to say he said. In his own way, he basically said you need to slow down and be comfortable and confident. That I mean, it goes without saying. Slow down, be comfortable, be confident. Do you? It's stuff that is good advice and really only comes from doing it, right? Like there's only so many ways somebody can tell you how to do something before you just have to do it on your own. And that felt good. It made it feel like, you know, this is still feasible, still possible. Like these people don't think I suck. They're probably like, all right, well, he's working on, he's learning. Um, but I'm not comfortable, and that's what I need. Like when I go to these North Side, so I basically have been. Let's bring it back to Dragon Ball Super. All right, we're connecting. You know, it's callbacks, it's references. You know, it's staying loose, loosey goosey. I left Riverside for a lot of different reasons, but in terms of stand up, I left it because not that it was too easy, but it felt like I needed to add more weight to my workout. Like out there, everyone knew me. I already had everyone's respect, I guess if you want to call it that. Everyone knew who I was. I was getting recognized, and there were certain points where I was like, am I only getting laughs, or is this not going, or is this going as well as it is because I'm doing well and people find me funny or whatever, and I'm good at this, or is it because I've just been here for so long that I've earned enough clout to kind of fuck around, and then coming out, then the big part of this was like, I want to go to Chicago. I want to go where there are killers, where there's more really good comics because it's gonna be harder. And then I got out here, and initially I was like, oh, okay, people are better here, just across the board, relative to Riverside. No offense, Riverside comics, if you're listening, but like we're in a fuck you. You know what, you get it. You know what it is. Um, but just the bar was higher, noticeably higher, and it was kind of shaky for me at first. I was trying to fiddle around, figure out what worked, and then as soon as I understood the pattern and the rhythm, I was like, okay, I'm comfortable here now too. The bar wasn't. I was not under the bar here. I think I was at the bar, if not a little hovering over the bar. And now that I've come out here, I've been all to these North Side mics, and I see how people do things. I think that I think I'm above that regular bar now on the North Side. Then I go to the South Side, and I'm like way below the bar. The South Side is what I was picturing when moving out here. The North Side is like it's like an enhanced version of the IE. It's like an enhanced version of Riverside, and the South Side is the main event. The South Side is like, you know, the gloves are off. There's bare knuckle boxing. There's no referee. Time goes until you get knocked the fuck out or you knock them out. Like it's not a game, and it is it's where I need to go. I've only been down there twice so far. I know again I've it hasn't been horrible, but I don't feel good when I leave, and I want to feel good. And when I do these North Side mics, when I get off stage, unless I bomb, unless I'm having an off night, for the most part, when I get off, I'm like, oh, okay, I did really well. Okay, yeah. They know what's up. They know like I can do this. I keep it loose. I'm really comfortable. It's yeah. But when I go to these Southside mics, it's like I come back huffing and puffing. It's like I'm my muscles, my comedy muscles ache after doing those sets, and I need to force myself to go down there. And to bring it back to Dragon Ball Super, that's the whole thing. That's the whole idea of what makes Goku and Vegeta and all these characters so amazing. is that they have these ceilings and they continuously push themselves and break through these ceilings. They put themselves through fucking ultra instinct, autonomous ultra instinct. I know that you have no idea what I'm talking about unless you've seen it, but that shit is crazy. It's glowy as fuck. There's like little pieces of glitter that glow off of Goku's body. It's fucking amazing. I need to get to autonomous ultra instinct when I'm at when I'm at those Southside mics. That's what I need to get to. And Goku didn't get there without being pummeled and beaten and I assume broken bones. I don't know how it works. I don't know how they don't lose teeth. Like they take crazy punches to the face. There was a point where Frieza, he got mushed in his face and it's in slow motion and he's talking, but he's talking like this, and he's still talking where he's talking like this. They all have really strong veneers. I don't know. Great dental work in the Dragon Ball universe? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have the answers for everything, guys. Fucking rambling. Yeah. So I'm making it a point I need to get down there once a week. I found another mic on Wednesday that I'm gonna go to. So I'm not gonna just keep hitting the same Southside mic. I'm gonna feel out different areas because I know different mics have different feelings to them. And god damn it, I'm gonna make that shit work down there. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Um, I think I'm good. I got more shit I can do today. Well, thanks for listening. And yeah, Chloe, again, I want to get to England. Trust me, I want to get to England. But you just got to be patient with me. And the more you share it, the more you tell people, the more people get on board with this, the faster and easier it'll be. I've said it before, but I'll keep elaborating on my plans. My logic of this is like I not only do I need to get good, that's without question I need to continue to get better, but I need to build a fan base. I think if I just wait for bookers to book me, if I just wait, it's gonna not only is it gonna take longer, it is putting my fate into the hands of just some guy with a clipboard. And I would really rather not put my fate in the hands of a guy with a clipboard. Because usually the guy with the clipboard is a fucking dick. I don't know what it is about clipboards that make people think that they're the gods of their own little universe. I feel like Kanye walks around with a little mini clipboard in his back pocket. Or he has like a pocket, like a specific like a compartment for clipboards in his Yeezys or whatever he does. I don't want to rely on that. I want to build this fan base. I want to build a group of people that fuck with what I do and that want to watch this happen. So the more you share it, and the more you listen, the more you like and follow and all the stuff, the better it is. So I will see you in England eventually when I'm full ultra atomic atom bomb instinct Superman Goku. Yeah. All right. Till next week.